If you want, it's Emily Fox. Today's video is going to be my, I think, first and only book haul of 2021. Like, official, full-on book haul. Kind of weird, but I haven't been buying books much during the pandemic because I tend to use either library sales or just use bookstores to buy them, and I haven't been to any in literally forever. But I have purchased some books because of the challenges that I'm planning on doing next year. I might still pick up 1 or 2 books, but I think this is going to be like the only official book haul. I also have some that a friend was getting rid of some books. Obviously they thought of me and I picked some, and then some from my Amazon wish list. So let's go through them. I'm really excited. I'm rusty. I haven't done one of those in forever.
Only you're the reason why I can feel those butterflies.
Let's start with the ones I got from my friend. The first one is a book that I do own, but she had a prettier edition. Who am I? I used to never do that. Now apparently I care about this. Android's Dream of Electric Sheep. This is her edition. This was mine. I don't know. It's prettier. Is it like a favorite book? Not even. But like it was free. So like who am I to just not switch? So this is now my copy. I'm very happy about it. I want to read like more classic sci-fi to do like full-on review, letting you know which ones are worth it. So I guess I got it just to look pretty in that video. At least I'm self-aware. She had the second book of a book that I'm planning on reading, so I grabbed it. The Mime Order by Samantha Shannon, the same author as The Priory of the Orange Tree, which I did enjoy. And then now that I'm saying this, I can't remember. The Bone Season. The Bone Season that I am planning on reading. I was hoping I was going to have time before the end of the year, but this year was not. Well, I still read like 80 something books so far, but it's a bit less than usual. I didn't have time to get around to reading it. Probably will next year. Not that I should start more series, but I have Booktube now, which is the point of this video. I have Booktube. I really enjoyed the writing in her other series. Book. It's a standalone. But I thought Book 2, if I enjoy Book 1, I'll have Book 2 already. Okay, I have yet to read any kind of Terry Pratchett, like any kind. But she had another one that I have like 2, 3 of his books on my shelf, and I have yet to read any, but she had guards, so I grabbed it. If one day I just decide to finally start reading his books, I will have one more on my shelf. This one is like bigger than the ones that I own. I've heard so many great things. I know there's like a bajillion ways to start. I think I have like the first one, and then I also have the first one of like the Witches series. I know it's just super complicated to the point that there's literally like online like charts and designs. So yeah, I will have to look that up to know if I can start with this one, although again I've been told that I should start with the Witches story. I have this. I'm happy. I just want more books on my shelf. I've been like doing unhauls, but I haven't been doing hauls, so it's like happiness brought back to me. We're all good with that. The next one is a book from an author I've never read anything by him. For some reason, David Baldacci, I associate him as like a dad kind of book. I have no idea if it's true. I have never read anything by him, but she had 0 Day. So let me know if you have read anything by him, if it's worth it, if that's a good way of starting. I will have to search that up, but it was there. It was free. Who am I to say no, once again, to free books? You would have done the same thing. Next, okay, she had a bunch of books that I knew nothing about, and I decided that maybe next year will do a challenge of just reading books because of the covers. I never do pretty much cover buys, but I thought it could be a fun way of exploring some new books. So the next 4 books, I know literally nothing about them. I will not be looking it up, and I will one day just do like a reading the first chapter or trying to read a bunch of books that I just thought the cover was pretty. If you hate any of these, let me know so I can, you know, put them lower on my list, because 4 might be a lot for that vlog, but I will definitely do at least 2, maybe I'll attempt the first chapter of all of them. We'll see. I have some time to think about it. 2022 is not here yet. So the first one is Lovely, Dark, and Deep, which I thought was super pretty. Strong winter vibes, which we're going into winter. Have you noticed Emily wearing her rocking her Christmas outfit? So yeah, I really just like the aesthetic. It's very calming, and I know nothing about it. I'm glad. I have never heard anyone mention this book, so no idea. The next one is The Visitors, which I love that cover once again. I feel like that's like very calming, maybe summery, but I think this might be like a thriller. I feel like The Visitors, maybe. I need to do this vlog because this is just, it sounds fun to me. I might hate them, but I might not. And that would be great. So yes, just really like that cover. It's very Instagram, you know? The next one is The Shining Girls, which I feel like I've seen it, but not very often on Booktube. And I just like the colors. It looks pretty. There are bees. Ooh, I just noticed in the back, Matt Haig said something about it. Well, this one is definitely chosen now. He said that he loved it. Oh, it's a new kind thriller. Yes, so whenever I do that vlog, this one is going in there. And if it sucks, I will just have to tweet angrily at Matt Haig. So, that one. And then the last one is How to Build a Girl, which once again, I know absolutely nothing about it. And now I just noticed that there's a Lena Dunham quote on it. So maybe I will skip this one. Let me know. I don't really care for her. But it just sounded like a cool title, you know, How to Build a Girl. I, once again, have no idea. Is it nonfiction? So, yes, let me know just if you like them or not. Which one I should prioritize. Maybe I'll just pick 3 and this one can disappear. Unless you tell me it's really good. The next 2 are actually from my Amazon wish list. I wanted to thank the person, but Amazon effed up and there's no paper. I don't know what happened. So if you did buy me these books, thank you so much. Please comment in the comment section so I can actually thank you. The first book, I am so excited. Jade War by Fonda. I read Jade City. Oh, you actually can't see it. Earlier this year and actually was part of the Patreon book club. Most of us really loved it. And I have been meaning to continue. This is actually going to be part of my series challenge for next year, for anyone who doesn't know. Basically, I suck at finishing series. I never finish series. So I will attempt to finish like at least 10. And this is just book 2 and book 3 is coming out at the end of November. So now that it's out, I can actually binge read the series. So yes, I will read that next year. It's actually a bit chunkier than expected. It's almost 600 pages, but in 2022, we're not scared of big books. So I will be reading it next year, no choice. The next one is by Matt Haig. He came out with this book, I believe in July of this year, The Comfort Book, which is one of his nonfiction. Basically, the author suffers from depression and is sometimes suicidal. And his work of fiction and nonfiction talks about it. And I have read one other nonfiction by him, which is Reasons to Stay Alive. And it was, again, about that topic. And I believe this one is also, it's also the case. He was saying in the beginning, like stories and everything that is supposed to make you more hopeful, which we're going into winter. I will need all the help, all the hope I can get. I don't know why, but I feel like this year it's been particularly bad. Like the sun is going down so early at like 4 and I'm like not feeling it. I also have a bunch of nonfiction, which is not usually my main genre. About like 10% of my reading a year is about nonfiction. But next year is going to be another challenge for me. And I thought maybe having a physical copy would motivate me more because I tend to get a lot of audiobooks from the library and they are returned when I'm about 50% and I never finish them, which shout out to my pile of shame, which again, next year I will definitely try to finish some more. But right now, the ones that I am adding to my physical collection. Let me know if any of these you loved so I can prioritize them next year, and if there are any other ones that you think I would enjoy, because I always am looking forward to reading more. The first couple ones, actually, I feel like they're all on lists of like must-read nonfiction, life-changing nonfiction, and obviously, me being who I am, I look at these lists and I'm like, oh really? Oh really? So I might actually do a video on that topic, like actually letting you know which ones changed my life, which one you can skip. Obviously, personal opinion and all this, but I always see this one, like literally everywhere. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which is like a finance nonfiction, which I never read finance books. Maybe I will become a finance bro. This whole challenge will change me forever, and this channel will become, no, it will not. But yes, I've heard a lot of hype. It's well loved, at least, so I wanted to try it and see if I learn anything. Not that I'm super well versed in finance, but like, I'm curious. We're putting him on the side because my camera loves focusing on faces that aren't mine. I have a few like kind of self-help-ish books, which is not my thing. These are probably like as close to self-help as I can do. The first one is The Mountain Is You, which is about self-sabotage, which I never do that. So I will be definitely reading this. It's pretty short too, so it's not too intimidating. Like, it's 200 something pages. It has really, really great reviews. And again, I've seen it on so many lists, so I wanted to decide for myself if it's life-changing or not. Before I forget, Cytonic by Sanderson. For some reason, I completely forgot to include it because I'm still waiting for it. I don't know how long it's going to take because I ordered it from Book Depository because I want this gorgeous UK edition to continue me hoarding them on my shelves. So before I forget, it is on its way. I don't know when it will arrive, but it's probably going to be one of the first books that I finish in 2022. I'm probably going to try to start it in December, but December I will be uploading every 2 days, so things will be too hectic for me to like binge read anything. So this. Also, I did buy the 3 little novellas that are in between. The first 2 you're supposed to read them before the 3rd book, and then the 3rd one after. I think so. So these are also on my Kindle right now. Another one that I've seen a lot on literally every list ever. Atomic Habits, an easy and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones, which it reminded me a little bit of The Power of Habit, which is one of those books that I said I read 50%, got returned to the library, and I never finished them. But what I had read, I had liked. So I will finish that next year and read this one too and let you know if it changed my life or not. Then I also decided to pick this one up, which Come As You Are, which talks about, I think they say women's sexuality, essentially for people with vaginas or people that are having sex with people with vaginas. And yeah, female orgasm kind of thing. And it has really great reviews. I feel like I've seen it a lot going around. I have a few friends that read it, loved it. So I'm curious. I wanted to read it, so I will. Then I have 101 essays that will change the way you think, which again, kind of self-help, life-changing kind of books that I wanted to try. And I thought, because one of my challenges being to read more nonfiction, I want to try a few different things, and I wanted to see if maybe reading a little bit every day would help. So like 101 essays, I thought maybe I can read 1 or 2 a day, see how that goes. If it helps me actually read them more, because that's the point, I want to read them more. I always feel like I'm too tired, so no excuse if they're short little bits. So yes, I thought to pick that one up. Also, overall great reviews, also on a lot of lists. And then we have this one, which is Why Does He Do That, which is Inside the Mind of Angry and Controlling Men, which you can actually get it as a PDF online if you Google it. But I have read little bits here and there, and I really enjoyed interviews from the author. He has been studying that topic forever, and I just liked him, and I wanted to actually own my own copy so I can actually like put post-its and annotate it, which I never do, but I feel like if you're gonna do it, this is the kind of book you will do it too. I don't know where I was going with that one, but yes, really curious to read actually the whole thing. Super helpful for a lot of people if you have to deal with angry and controlling men, so would recommend. But I do want to reread it or read it fully so I can put post-its and highlight a book. That's going to be hard for me to do, but worth it. Last but not least, shout out to Victor. I have Christmas lights now, so I can announce to you that one of the next videos that you're going to see from me is me reorganizing my bookshelves. Finally. I have like, I think one of the most like disorganized background on Booktube, and I want to switch it up. You will probably see me in 2022 moving around and putting you in different spots, but the main goal for me to reorganize, because I've been meaning to buy the extensions for the Billy bookshelves from IKEA, but they've been sold out literally forever, so I've given up on them until they show up next year eventually. But a few of my challenges are with books that I don't have easy access to because of my couch, like the classics that are behind the couch. Usually it's not really a big deal because I don't read a lot of them, but since one of my challenges is to read more nonfiction, that too, but classics, I want to move them where they're easier to access, so I'd have no choice but to reorganize. And then once that's done, I will put Christmas lights because I am really excited for Christmas this year. Are you? Because I feel like I'm usually not. In the last couple of years, I just haven't been, but this year I'm really feeling it. So that's it. These are all the books that I picked up in the last couple of weeks for my only full haul. I feel like this year. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to actually do more book hauls next year. I'm going to have to call the library and see if they still do library sells, because I will go, absolutely. Thumbs up, subscribe, let me know in the comment section if you have read any of these, if you enjoy them, which ones I should hurry up and read. What are the last books you've bought, because I want to know. I will be putting more videos on the screen that I recommend you check out, and I will see you in a coming video very soon. Bye.